Hey guys, this is my attempt at a review on a Bible I've been waiting on for a while, and it came out and I finally had the money to purchase it, so I did. This is the Thomas Nelson New King James Personal Size Large Print End of Verse Reference Bible. This is part of the Premier Series. It's a great size. It's about the size I would consider it a mid-size Bible, but I'll go ahead and kind of show you the specs and then do a few comparisons. It is brown goatskin, and it has 5 raised ribs. It's got a dark brown liner, gilt line. It does have art gilt. It's red under gold, or kind of a faint pink under gold. The Bible is red letter. The font size, I believe, is 11 point fine. It's very bold. Great line spacing, especially between the words and the verses. That is something that I have found. If a text is crowded, it really hurts my eyes. I have found that even a slightly smaller font with good spacing is much easier on my eyes than a larger font with tight spacing. But anyway, so like I said, it's edge lined. You've got this one sheet of cardstock here, and then one sheet here, and then it gets into the regular paper. And it does have overcast stitching. We'll get to that. As you can see right here. It is verse by verse, and like I said, it's end of verse references, and I've only flipped through this for a second and just read a chapter or so, but I did not find the references distracting or anything. It's very convenient, because most often you're either going to have to try to track it down in the center column or side column or at the bottom like Skylar. But here, I mean, it's literally right there. And it does have the footnotes. I'm not 100% sure if it's the full footnotes or not, but it does have footnotes. It seems to be quite a few footnotes, so I'm not real sure if it's the full or not. So I'll do a few comparisons. Oh yeah, I'll go to the back and show you. One thing that I always like to see is how much cardstock is at the back. I know that's weird, but I always like to know that, because if I eventually have to have it rebound, it's nice to have some, but unfortunately this does not. It goes from the end sheet and the cardstock it's glued to, and then to the maps. And it does have a concordance. Let's see. 3 columns, small font, of course, most are. It does have 3 ribbons, a brown, a red, and a blue, kind of a powder blue. It's a pretty Bible. It's a great size. It's a little chunky, but not too bad. The first comparison I'll do, this is a ESV 1. This is the older Chant edition. This was actually my first premium Bible from years ago. But I'll try to kind of show you that it is a very similar size. It doesn't really show up much here, but the New King James is slightly thicker, but not terribly, just a little bit. Pretty much the exact same footprint. One thing too, it does have that nice rounded block there, just like the old Chant. Next, next one's my daily driver. This is a little bit of an older New King James, Skylar Quintel, when they kind of first went to the 28 GSM. But you can't hardly tell, but it is a smaller footprint. But it is thicker, but not a whole lot. I'll show you from this side too, and kind of get an idea. But anyway, for those of you that are possibly interested in getting one, I really like the Bible. I think it's going to be really good. It's not too bulky, not too big, not tiny, but the font size reads really big, just as big as my Scholar. And, you know, it's similar size to a Scholar if you were to shrink the footprint of the Scholar and make it a little thicker. I'll do a little comparison so you can see sorry, I'm having to do this with my cell phone. I don't have a professional stuff, so it is what it is. So you can see how bold that font is. It's great. I mean, it's literally nearly as big, if not bigger. It might read slightly bigger than the Quintel. And then I'll do comparison with the old Allen ESV1. I get it a little bit, which you can see it's a pretty good bit bigger, definitely bolder. I really like the boldness of it. It is red letter. As far as I can tell, I've not seen any real inconsistencies, which is great. But anyway, well, that's my attempt at a review. I hope it was helpful. If you're considering getting one, I would definitely suggest it. I got this on Christian Book for like $90-something. So, man, that's a steal. Good 36 GSM paper. The opacity's great. I have not written in it yet, but I will. I write in all my Bibles. And I have a feeling, and from what I've heard with this Premier paper, that it will handle the micron pens really good. So, anyway, all right, you guys, have a good one.